Welcome to the 21-day devotion toward spiritual synergy.
When was the last time you paused to celebrate? I want you to think about that for a moment. Life can get so busy. When was the last time you took a moment to celebrate? Paul in Philippians chapter 4 says something that I want you to remember every day when you get up in the morning. He says, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say, rejoice. To rejoice is this idea that you think so highly, you're so happy, you're so content, you're so grateful, you have so much gratitude for who God is and the work that God has done and is doing in your life, that your joy spills out in expression. When I was growing up, my mother and my father didn't have a whole lot of money, and so the things that they provided for us, they worked very hard for them. And often around the holiday season, our parents would spend overtime and put things on layaway. I don't know if you know what that means, but if you don't, ask somebody. Here it is. It's when they couldn't afford to pay for something all at one time, so they would get it. It wasn't quite on credit, but they couldn't pay cash for it. So every now and then they would come back to Kmart, go to that back counter at the back of the store, and they would put $10 here, $15 there, until they got the whole thing paid off. And once it was paid off, right before Christmas, they would go and they'd pick it up and they'd bring it and they would present it to us on Christmas morning. And every now and then, the look on our face when we saw what we did receive from our parents that didn't meet with our expectation was almost as if we were disappointed. They could see this look on our faces, and my mother taught us something that I want every one of us to consider. She taught us gratitude. I remember very vividly one time my mother snatched away the gift that she gave us, and she said, I should take this away from you because you don't appreciate nothing. I know it broke my mother's heart to see the look of displeasure, to see that I was not rejoicing, to see I had no gratitude for who she was and what she sacrificed to give me this gift. Here it is, family. Every day that God gives you is a gift. And it may not look like what you thought it ought to look like, but the fact that He woke you up this morning and started you on your way is a reason for you to rejoice. Today may not turn out the way you think it should. You may not have what you think you ought to have, but the reality is you still got cool breath in your lungs and warm blood in your veins. And that is a reason for you to rejoice. I know some people may have some issue with what I'm about to say, but the reality is this: the saints of old, I believe, had it right. They would say things like, if the Lord doesn't do anything else, He's already done enough. And what I believe they were trying to communicate to us is that we don't need another reason to rejoice in the Lord. He's already done enough. So like Paul told the church at Philippi, I want to encourage you, wake up with gratitude, begin your day with rejoicing. And again, I say, rejoice. That's the word for today. And I just want to say that I love you and God does too.
Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice. Take a moment for prayer. take a moment for application.